Welcome back to another episode of Look What Jess Found. This is episode 59. And today we're going to do pocket change. How much longer can the pocket change go on? You know, it's difficult to say. Is this all? I'm asking myself the question. Is this it? Is this all of it? Yeah. Yeah, this is the last of this is all of my pocket change. So when this is gone, I'm gonna have to, replenish to the point of where I feel there's a video, and it could take weeks. It could take a month. I know I have a playlist that says I could do a little more than that today. I have a playlist that says weekly pocket change videos, and the truth of the matter is the way my channel was set up was just to do whatever I found in my pocket change for the week. You know what I'm saying? So if I went to a couple stores and I picked out, I had $3 and change. That's it. That was the video for the week. And that's how my channel started off. That's where I got a lot of views from, and I think that's okay, right? Um, Someone left a comment the other day about, which I know I could go through the comments in the bonus feature, and maybe I'll revisit this later. But we'll see. I'm just thinking about it because I'm talking about my pockets change and the thought, and I'm over here doing something a little random, and the thought came in, about this person's comment, and that was it. That was the whole ball of wax, for the show. And I think if it would have stood that way, it would have been fine, to be honest with you. Everybody can't have a Rob Finds Treasure channel. You know what I'm saying? I mean, honestly, I have other things going on also that take up quite a bit of my time. Not to make up an excuse, but I just do, So, it goes. I saw a real shiny one. I put it over here on the side real quick. That's another real shiny one. I see already. I know I'm cheating a little bit, but it looks like a lamination error. I shouldn't be doing this. I'm not supposed to do this. I'm ruining the randomness of the video already. I guess it doesn't really matter. And I guess it depends on what your goals as a YouTube. What's what I'm looking for? Creator. This is a really, really. I never seen anything like this. It looks like half copper, half zinc. It's so funny. I just noticed this. I'll put it a little bit to the side. Just don't want to mix it up with other stuff. Okay, so got our pennies. We'll start off with the nickels today. We only got a few of them. I'll see if I could remember that thought, and maybe swing back around to it. Maybe I'll be done with it, and I'll still be on the same thought by the end of the video. Um, let's see. I think get a little closer, just a little bit. There's like there's those two little marks there. And that's how the channel started. So I think it's funny, right? Because I didn't have much expectations when I started the channel. You know, I was just doing something fun that I like, and for a little while there, right? Because I said all of a sudden that's the end of the nickels. All of a sudden, it went from doing something I like to um, I don't know, getting the channel a little bit to another point. With we have a member, we have almost 2,000 subscribers, so it changed. And I put a lot of work into it, so obviously that contributed to the change. I get excited. People got excited with me. We have a few loyal subscribers, and that's where the channel is right now. That's the state. And I put I got ahead, right? 82p. Man, I just feel like I've never seen an 82p before in dime. Not that I'm the dime guru or anything. And that P sure does look a little weirdo. I'm not going to get crazy about it. I'm just going to look at it over real close. So that just happened. I mean, obviously the hard work didn't just happen. That I had to put into it. Getting the video scheduled ahead didn't just happen. That took a lot of work. Now I could get up in the morning and do one video, and I'm ahead. Like a week and a half, or what have you. If I have a lot of time, which I don't right now, because I'm really behind on my other. I put a lot of my other stuff on the back burner while I scheduled videos out. So I'm able to do the one video in the morning now, which is what you're watching. And you know what? I have a thought. I'm gonna write it down. All right, wrote it down. Maybe that'll be something in the bonus section that we talk about. Okay, still doing dimes. I have to get a little closer to the camera. Yeah, it's so easy to lose your posture while you're making videos, right? Day in and day out. For me, I'm saying. I think taking care of if you can, if you can work on your health, in life in general. I mean, I know I didn't for many, many years, and I have 1,000 excuses. Um, I wish I would have been more into my health years ago. Maybe it wouldn't be maybe it wouldn't be so difficult today. It doesn't get easy as you get older. I know you heard that 1,000 times, right? Yeah. And the reason is because your body um, can take less wear and tear, right? So, for example, probably 20 years ago, I could have probably gotten up and try to run every single day. You know what I mean? And really kept myself in running condition. I can't run every day now. I mean, excuse me, I've never run every day in my life, and that's part of the problem. So now that I'm working from home and I have my schedule is like more flexible for myself. I find that I'm doing quarters now. Find that all right. Let's see if we can get some of this jogging thing in. You know what I'm saying? And I can't jog every day because I'm too heavy. Number one, so I have to lose some weight. And but just my body can't handle it. Like I come home sometimes after. Yeah, I see that. I don't know. Looks like a hard punch. I don't see any doubling anywhere on this one. It's just some weird stuff going on. It's just wear, I think. Oh, look at that. Look at that. So that's that. I don't think that's. I don't think that's bagged. I think there's something. There's a read error. So that's a good not topic for the bonus feature, but that's a good thought comparison. The difference between bagged and right, because bagged is when it's dropped in the bag. That is like the read somehow from the mint. That's my understanding. Somebody could leave a comment, what your thoughts are. But I don't think that's bagged. It looks too hard. It's not like a light. It looks like a punch almost. You know what I mean? Anyway, I'm not gonna hold on to that. When I found one the other day that was really nice, and I actually listed it up on eBay. Because it was right by his mouth too. It almost looked like teeth. So if I can, like, if I'm gonna make a close to 1 hour video, let's say, if I can sit closer to, if I could do whatever I could do, like they have, like for elderly people, they have these like nursing home exercises where you like, you do exercises from your chair. I mean, thank God I can go out and I could do like some intermittent jogging and stuff like that. But I'm saying as long as I'm sitting here at the camera, there's certain things I think I can do. For example, like my holding good posture. I'm saying working on keeping that S curve in my spine um, kind of straighter. So almost done with the quarters. I'll do the pennies. There were some interesting pennies in there. Obviously, pennies are what I know best because well, they're just more readily available than any other um, coin U.S. denomination, right? So it makes sense, right? For $25, you can look at pennies all day long on camera. You can start up a YouTube channel for $25. That's the bottom line. You know, I would recommend also getting a $15 microphone because the difference in sound quality with a microphone and without a microphone. It's just, I mean, if it was $1,000, then I would say don't do it, because I don't know if you're never going to get your $1,000 back. You know what I mean? Then it is what it is. Get, you know, maybe get a better phone for $1,000 or something like that. You know, but they're not. They're $15 shipped. I think they have super cheap ones that you can get from China. Like if you want to wait a month for like $8 shipped from China. You know, so I'm just saying, like, if you're really on a fan, I paid double to have it delivered in a week. You know, for that fast shipping. So I think I paid like $14 or something to have it shipped quicker. And honestly, I didn't even know that there was a difference until I got the microphone. And then I still didn't know for a while, right? And we're on the pennies now. I still didn't know for a while, and so like for like a week or something like that, sometimes I would forget to put the microphone in and other stuff like that. And you know, I would forget to put the microphone in, or the microphone wasn't charged. You have to charge the transmitter. Yeah, you have to charge the transmitter. The receiver goes into the phone, gets plugged into the phone, and then I would listen to both of them, and instantly, as soon as I listen to the one without, you know, it doesn't have a microphone. I sound like I'm in a cave or something. It's crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. I have to go a little closer. All right, and I think that's bagged. Oh, is that bagged, or is that? I have to look at the through the thing. I think that's bagged. I can't tell because the little dot. It could be a gas blister also. That R in Liberty looks weird on that. No, it's the lighting. It's a little thin for whatever reason. Let me check out the back of this thing while I got it in my hand. I see that the N has like, oh wow, you see that? The N is doubled. It's inside the whatever that ring is. That's wild. I can't believe this. We had no luck. As soon as I get to the pennies, I don't know what that error is called. It's not doubled, but for some, I mean, or maybe it is doubled. But there's another N above the N. I'm too close, right? I'll hold on to that, of course. Um, that might be an interesting thing someone might want for $1. I don't know if that's a double. I don't know why that. I don't understand why that happened, but you could see not the reflection, but there's another N above the N there. Misaligned die. So that's nice. I'm gonna weigh it just for the he hey. 2.5. Oh, look at this. See, I get to the pennies and everything gets good. I'll weigh it. I think it's a copper. I know it's a copper. 308. Large State, Philadelphia. All right, that's our first keeper of the day. So, I mean, I know what I'm going to talk about today a little bit. There were a couple comments that I'll just that I will read. Now you have to remember, I'm reading these comments. I'm reading today's comments and in the future because the video is being scheduled. So I don't even know if that matters, right? I mean, I don't know, if that matters or not. I probably won't do comments forever, you know. So I guess it doesn't really matter. Yeah, the rim is messed up. The L is it's not quite on the rim, but it's really close to it. We got one copper and it was in 1982. So I have, I mean, as of now, I hope they stick around forever, or as long as they can, just like me, I guess. Um, two buddies and a member as of now, and then there are a couple. There are a couple other channels that are subscribed to my channel, and I check their channel out also, and that's basically the full. and my wife is a subscriber. um, and my son's a subscriber. And that's basically all right. We got ourselves a copper. This is our first copper at, right? That wasn't a copper, right? Yeah, this is our first copper after the 1982. And that's it. That's the full extent of the channel. And we have just about, by the time this video showed, we should have over 2,000 subscribers. Because like I said, it's in the future. This is episode 59. So I think it's scheduled for March. I'm going to say March 7th. I could check real quick. Yeah, scheduled for March 7th. You don't find misaligned dies on zincs too often. What we could do though we could check the it doesn't look like it's rotated poorly. Nah, slightly off. What you want to see is when you go. I haven't found one. I found them like that. Yeah, like just right there, But you want to find them like that. What would you call this? The if it was a clock, you want to find it like the 11 o'clock position. I mean, obviously, anything past that is super rotated, and that's what you really want. That that one's worth a few dollars. But if you have a really nice, like, I don't know, I don't think anybody's gonna want to. I know misaligned dies on zincs are not common. I don't know if anybody would even want to pay $1 for that. Plus shipping and tax and stuff. $2.20. So that's the whole. I'll weigh this one. That's the whole ball of wax, and I see that 4 looks a little weird on the end. As far as the channel goes, we've only been around for 3 months. 258. I knew it was a little heavy. I could tell. Let me look at that 4. I've only been making videos and on daily content for, yeah, nothing to see there, for 3 months. And by the time this video shows, I'm monetized. Maybe I'll do like a special thank you video beforehand, that I'll post right away. $2,003. I'm gonna weigh this one. It's so goldish looking. 2.5. And some people give me credit, most don't, but some do. Especially my wife. She gives me the most support, which should be that way, of course. If you have a wife, hopefully you have a great relationship and is super supportive. I'm looking at that next to the VDB down there in a second. It's probably just a stain. Yep. And I did my own research, and getting monetized and getting 2,000 subscribers in 2 months is an achievement in itself, And I'm not trying to pat myself on the back or anything, but that's really close to an L on rim. I have to look at that one. I mean, I don't know, for some reason people are digging the L's on rims. I wish it was over just a little more. It's really close. It's really, really close. What do you think? I'm gonna hold on to it. I'm gonna call it the L on rim. It's really, really close. Somebody might, if someone collects those, they might want to give me a buck for it. But obviously, the channel could take off even further. I get it. I get it. I'm gonna. If there's a few coppers there, I'm gonna put towards the end. End on that kind of a note. 2,000. Yeah, that was probably done at the mint. You can see how it's moving everything around, but the other side is perfectly clean. It's just impossible for that to, perfectly clean. I'm saying, yeah, I'm gonna keep that one. I'm gonna keep that one. I know a lot of people that's done in the parking lot. It's impossible. It's impossible. That's it. It's just impossible. Oh, that's a beauty. That's a beauty. I'll put that with, I'll keep that as an AU. All right, let's check you out. What's it, 89? I'll weigh this one. Okay. 2.5 on the dot. Let me look at what's going on in there. Then I'll put it back on camera just so you can check it out. Hard to say. Hard to say. See, obviously that looks like zinc rot, but if if the damage was done at the mint that messed up the surface, then it would be more susceptible to zinc rot, right? Because the air, the oxidation in the places that were screwed up at the mint would make it more susceptible to zinc rot. Like if you look at a good place to look would be, you see, it's going just fine. Then something else is going on there with the, that is super, super cool. I'm going to keep that one too. Oh, another beauty. I'm going to check out that B, of course. Oh, now you can see, but if I go like this and I turn it around and it's off, I can see very quickly that there's something going on with the rotation. It's not major. I could tell on the flip though. It's getting close to it. I mean, it's rotated. It's just not major rotation, but it is a beauty. Let's look at that B, right? No, there's some damage through the B. That's not like a mint error or anything, but it's a beauty. It's a keeper. That is a keeper. I'll put that with the AUs too. So the direction that the channel goes um, might not be quick enough for some people, because for whatever reason, for whatever reason, I don't know. I hate to say it, but I don't know what business that is of anybody's. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to be rude or anything, but you know, what I do on my channel is my business. You know what I mean? And it's that simple. And I can't please everybody, So, and that's a reaction to a troll. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, um, my friends, my YouTube friends, are not trolls. Those are the people who support the channel and support me, and they like my content, and we're having a good time. You know what I mean? We're looking at pennies, we're looking at change. That's a fine, and that's it. You know what I'm saying? And that's what the channel's about. Um, so, but some people want my channel to go in a direction that they want it to go into, and you know, anybody who wants to start up a channel, you can become a member, and I'll shout you out at the end. Eric's a member. I he's on the video for. I mean, I don't know at the when this is being shown if he is, but I put him. I made him his own little video. Check this out. I don't know if you're gonna be able to see it, but there's the VDB, right? And there is a strike through the V, but the V is still showing like if the strike caused the damage. Like the V should be wiped out, but it's still visible. I'm gonna hold on to that. I don't know what's the significance of it. But it's pretty cool. So I'll hold on to that one too. And we're getting down to the end. 1992. I think we're looking for the close AM on this one. And it's a wide AM. 72 copper. Look at that rim. It's probably punched more than once. Super, like, the letters are super, like raised. I could feel it. I'm gonna weigh it. It has nothing to do with the weight of the planchet, so it shouldn't make a difference. Yeah, 308. Just has to do with that it was hit more than once. Oh wow, another beauty. Another we have 3 beautiful AUs. I put these into I did a video on it. I put these into their own sleeve. Okay, and that's it. That was a nice video. Nice and simple. The way I like it. What a nice cup of Joe. All right, and I'll see you on the next one. Let's see. Or will I? Gave myself a haircut. Whoopsie. Hey, when you got cheap, man. Gave myself a haircut yesterday. I don't know if you could notice, but so what I will do, there were a couple comments there. I don't know how much long I'm going to do comments. I'm not too sure about that. I'm going to do it for now. You know what I'm saying? And again, this is your future, my present. Unless you're a member, then you're watching it. But I'm not giving trolls any airtime. That's not happening. So that's something that I realized while I was doing this was that, I don't know, I'm going to clean my hands real quick while we're talking because I'm touching stuff. You know what I mean? I got all that penny dirt. I don't want to give trolls. I'm not going to give trolls any airtime. So that's I'm going to read them first, obviously, before I give them. The problem is that it gets me thinking, right? And I don't want to contaminate the video because that gave them what they wanted. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not reading them. I'm not going to read troll messages. So you can leave them as much as you want, and you're going to get hidden from the channel. So you get one message, you know what I'm saying, and you're done. But reading it before I do a video, because I have to, right? If I'm going to read comments, gets me thinking about what the person said. So the troll, in some sense, did achieve their goal. You know, you can't. It's unavoidable, right? Unless I'm not going to read comments at all. But I'm not going to do that because I communicate with some YouTube friends. I don't know any other way of putting it besides YouTube friends. So these two, and I will, and I'm gonna give the person a little bit of airtime. I shouldn't do it, but I'm gonna address, I guess, I'm gonna say my piece. I guess that's what it is. So no, let me get that out of the way. So some people are now starting to say, oh, you know what I should do with the channel. People are leaving comments what I should do with the channel. Now you might say constructive criticism. First of all, I have an email for that. If it's not right, I have on my channel, I have rules, right? There's rules for the channel. Let me see. And it says it here somewhere. I don't even know where it's at, but I remember doing it, and it says, you know, stay on topic, argue the subject matter, not the creator. Stay on topic, and it was another one. Be respectful. I think those are the 3 rules. So telling me what I should do with my channel is off topic, and it's about me, and it's disrespectful. Oh, you should do this with your channel. If you have a suggestion, send it to my email. Hey, maybe you want to do this, and then I could. But once you leave a comment, you're making it public, and that's not appropriate. So I'm saying it because I don't know. Like, I don't really want to hide anybody, to be honest with you. I want as much attention, positive attention as I can get. And they say there's no such thing as bad publicity, and there's some truth to that. The algorithm picks up on all communication, but I don't want to have to hide anybody. I don't want to do that. But I don't want people to think it's okay to tell me what to do with my channel. Because I'm going to straight out hide you right there. That's it. You're done. I have I have my member, I have my YouTube friends, I have my family, right? And I have some other YouTube creators that are subscribers. I think you could see them in my channel somehow because it's public. And I think I have like 3 subscribers or 4 subscribers, I mean, maybe 5, that have more subscribers than I do as subscribers, right? If you can see my subscribers, which I think you can, the ones with more than 2,000 subscribers, there's only like 4 out of over 2,000 at this point, over 2,000 subscribers. There's only 4 or 5 or 6 of my subscribers that have more subscribers than me. And so, that's cool, right? That obviously that's nice that somebody with more subscribers than me is subscribed to the channel. It's not, because it's such a small percentage. So, I'll look at their channels too and what they're doing. Why not? And there's one guy who has been leaving me positive messages from the jump. From before I had 500 subscribers, he was leaving me thumbs up and positive affirmations. What? You know what? Let me see. I'll tell you who. I'm gonna give him a shout out. I don't know if I ever gave him a shout out. He's getting a shout out today. Where's he at? Right on the dashboard. Okay. Coin collecting fun. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna show you. I don't know if it's gonna show or not. Of course, it's gonna show. Coin collecting fun. Check him out and give him some love. Give him some love. So he's it. I mean, again, he might stop watching the show. He might unsubscribe, whatever. You know what I mean? But up to this point, I have one, and he's my highest subscriber. He has, as of this video, he has 28,000, over 28,000 subscribers of his own. And when I was at 400 or 500 subscribers, he had 25,000 subscribers 3 months ago. In 3 months, this brother has gotten 3,000 subscribers. He shows himself, what I'm saying, in the videos. I know it's a male, I'm saying. So he has his thing going on. You know what I mean? He's been around for a long time, and I'm super thankful. Thank you to you. Thanks for being. So that's what I'm about. You know what I'm saying? And I show him love back. You know what I mean? That's what I'm about. But somebody coming on and trying to, rain on my parade and bring negativity to this channel and try to MK Ultra me with what I should be doing. That ain't happening. I'm telling you. So yeah, uh, maybe I won't do comments anymore in the morning because it gets me thinking about it, and I probably should be thinking about it after I make the video. So hindsight is 2020. But this is so you might say, "Oh, Jess, why this is a coin?" First of all, this is the bonus feature. So this is my time to do what I want, and this is for the true. These are for my loyal subscribers because I know you're all subscribed who are watching it at this point. 45 minutes. Have some coffee. But a lot of people who watch my videos have aspirations of having their own channel. Excuse me, everybody has a channel, of having a channel with, that you want to do, that you're doing your own videos. Like our member, uh, Eric, go to check him out, Kenai Collectibles. And these are some of the hurdles, challenges that you're going to face if you're going to stick with making content. People trying to tell you what to do without asking, like I would never, right? So one of the things, and I got this from YouTube, from communicating. I'm going to share this because it means something to me, and I'm sharing this with my audience. I'm not going to look up the quote right now. You can look it up if you want. I'm going to give you the gist of it. And that is our purpose here on earth. I'm a Christian. I believe in Christ, obviously. And that's not easy. That's not easy for me. But here on YouTube, I get to work on my personality, whatever that is, whatever personality is. But I get to be mindful and conscious of how I speak to people, as opposed to not thinking about it, not being so considerate per se. And in that process of thinking about how I communicate with people and thinking about my faith, I've done research. That's what I do. I do research. It's one of the things I do on the channel. It's one of the things I love about this channel is that I've learned. This channel is about me and my journey and my learning about about stuff, mostly about pennies, right? Specifically about pennies. That's really where my learning process has really widened. U.S. pennies, but I speak, right? I talk. It's not a silent show. Even if I don't show myself, I'm still talking, even while I'm looking at the penny, right? And it brought attention to that in my mind, a focus that even as a social worker, no, that's not true. So it's something I lost over these past few years of working as a professional social worker and then working at home. I lost that. I lost that mindfulness. And as I started doing the YouTube videos again, it came back. And I was like, oh, how I talk, what I say, canter, tone, volume, eye contact, all that stuff has come to the forefront again. And in my research, something I've read, I don't think I've ever read it before. And I could look it up. You look it up. But I already know what it means. That the way we're supposed to speak to each other is uplifting. We're not supposed to break each other down with our language, with what we say to each other. And I never read it that way, you know? It's kind of like if you look at a penny and you think it's one error, and then somebody shows you the error it is, they just change the way of your perspective. That happened with misaligned dies. I was calling them off-centered, and you know who you are if you're watching this. I can't remember who it was. It's one of you guys said, "Oh, that's not off-centered. That's a misaligned die. Off-centered is when it's misaligned on both obverse and reverse." And the person changed my everything about my. I learned something right there. And I have many other examples of that with the pennies specifically. And even though I know what Christ said treat others as you want to be treated. I know that. But I didn't connect that to every single thing that I say. And that is supposed to have purpose. Everything, every single, like that is like very mind blowing. To put it into that context for me, I'm saying. And that's what I try to do here. I try to, when I communicate with others, I try to bring that into it to make it uplifting, supportive. So when a troll comes on and says something that's trying to break me down and bring me down, that becomes challenging. So I want to end on that note. Again, this is almost 2 weeks in the future from when I got the message, and I'm gonna probably have read several other troll messages since then. But going forward, I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with messages. I don't want anything to contaminate my video when I'm making it. And sometimes if somebody says something that takes thought process, I should be doing it afterwards. So for those of you who are thinking of who are trying to create your channel, this hopefully is food for thought for you, as far as how you might want to, how you could see how I am going to deal with it as a point of reference. I'm saying, and that's all. So God bless, and I'll see you on the next one.